difficult to come out after a 5-0 defeat and explain it there. Cole Palmer obviously was missed.
Yeah.
Would it have been totally different? It's hard to say.
Yeah, would have been different though, Rebecca, because he gets on the ball, and I think the boys were talking in commentary. He'll have it when he's under pressure. He can make things happen, whether he's scoring, assisting, or just keeping possession. So it would have made a difference. But the bigger problem for Pochettino is when he sees that performance today, you don't really know what's the mean of this Chelsea. What's the average? What am I going to get every week? They're what I call fingers crossed players. Hopefully it's a good day for Madueke or a good day for Mudryk. Or I don't really know what I'm going to get. We've talked about Arsenal having the best balanced team in the Premier League. You could argue Chelsea probably got one of the most unbalanced teams in the Premier League, and that's going to be a problem that he's got to address. Yeah,
and he talked there, didn't he, about looking ahead already to next season. He will get next season, won't he, Tim? Or certainly the beginning of it.
Well, I would think so. You know, he'll be there when they kick off next season. Can they make a push to the Europa Conference League? Yeah, I think they can, but it's, as you said, don't really know what team's going to show up. So they could have a really good run. They get Cole Palmer back if he's just been ill. No problem. They'll score some goals. Otherwise, maybe they don't. They just are a mystery at this point.
This team, in difficult situations, have too many young players who've not been through these kind of things, and they need help. They need better, older professionals around them who can steer them through these difficult times. You go back to the Manchester United, you go back to the good Arsenal, you go back to the Chelsea teams. They had a spine of good professionals who know their job, who are going to bring them along the journey. That's what this Chelsea team needs, because Caicedo and Enzo, the game passes them by. They're your midfield anchor who's supposed to be controlling the game for you, and they get outnumbered, outrun, and the game just passes them by.
Which is bad enough, and then even worse when they cost you nearly $250 million, just those two players alone. Tim, in terms of these young players, as Robbie said, how damaging could it be to them if they don't get that help?
Very. Look, I don't believe in going all youth. I think you have to sprinkle in experience. You have to put experience in the starting lineup. And that experience might only be for 1 or 2 seasons, just to teach some lessons to these kids. And you know what? Phase them out. Phase those experienced players out. Then let the kids who have grown over 2 or 3 years then go themselves. You cannot build a squad of just youth and say, OK, go out, because it's too difficult in this league.
If you don't have those experienced voices around, Rebecca, when things start to go wrong and you go, right, chuck in here, as a 4, we're not going anywhere for the next 5 minutes. If you don't know that, if you're not being told that, you continue to keep going forward and keep having a go. And, oh, I was unlucky there. And all of a sudden, 2 goals are going in the back of your net. The game's over.
But Mauricio Pochettino's experienced. He surely knows what you two are saying right now. He knows that. So does he need to try and have more of an effect on those above him to try and buy better and more and shrewder this summer, Tim?
Yeah, that's right. And it's not a lot. It's not going to cost you a lot. It's only going to be 1 or 2. And let me just tap into, again, something that Robbie's saying, which is so important to me. The manager, especially these managers today, they want you to play, they want you to be expansive, right? As a young player, you go, manager told me to do it, I'm going to do it. I've been in a position where I've said, lads, I know what the manager said. We've got 20 minutes left till halftime. We're doing what I say. And when we go in there and we get yelled at, I'll take the blame.
Yeah,
I'll take the blame. But that's what a senior player does. A young player can't do that.
And when you look down the lineup, certainly the lineup, there really are no senior players.
No.
I mean, Sterling came on, Thiago Silva's on the bench, but he's on his way out. I mean, Sterling's about as senior as it gets, and he's never been one to scream and shout.
No, he's not a vocal type. It's almost like copy the way he plays, and that's his way of leadership. So, you know, Tim makes a great point, and I'm talking about that leadership and that ownership. And these players can get there. Some of these players can get there, Rebecca. There's enough talent there to get there. But talent alone isn't going to get Chelsea back where they want to be.
Can I say we had the foresight? Because the 3 of us sat in a bunch of press conferences for Chelsea, and we weren't sure who the captain was. Last summer. And we said, is it Reece James? Is it Raheem Sterling? We couldn't tell who the captain is. And guess what? We're almost in May, and we're still not really sure who the leader is.
That's a good point. And one of the other situations as well, you talked about the inconsistency. Rob, you don't know what you're going to get, because that's why they're a cup team, right? Because they get to the final of the Carabao Cup, they get to semi-final of the FA Cup. but it's in the Premier League where there's a problem.
Well, today, the worry for Arsenal was they came like a cup team, because that's the challenge they bring you. On any given day, 90 minutes, and they've shown it against some good teams, they can give you problems. But the consistency that's needed, week in, week out, that this game might not be seen as a big game, but it's a big 3 points, Rebecca. Those are the days when this team have got to learn. And it's a learning process that the manager's going through and the players going through. We're just going to have to see how much time this project's going to be given.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.